Hi everyone, I want to talk to you about Jonathan Swift and A Modest Proposal. So this is your reading challenge of the week. I know that it might seem a little strange at first, the ideas as well as the language, but if you read it carefully and critically and you put in the work, I think it will definitely pay off in the long run, particularly when you're writing the essay in response to this article and the Martin Luther King article. So I want you to pay attention first of all to the preparing to read section here. This is a satire, which is a literary form, and so he is exaggerating points and sometimes trying to be funny to point out how dire things are in Ireland. The people of Ireland are so desperate to get help from England, and nothing seems to be working. People don't have food, people are out of work, and it's a very, very, very sad state when he's writing this particular piece of writing, which he then published and distributed anonymously in pamphlets. So the one question that you want to think about as you're reading is, at what point do you realize that he's not serious about eating babies, right? This is essentially the point he's making in his article, but it is satire exaggerating the problem so much to draw attention to the issues in Ireland. Okay, so that's the first thing you want to be aware of. He is not seriously suggesting this, but he's using it as a way to point out all of the crazy issues that are happening in this time. Secondly, to read this well, you have to get into the language a little bit. You might not get it your first try, and that's okay. Keep in mind, this was written he died in 1745, so this was written in 1729. It was published, and at this time, English was a lot different than it is right now. So you have to keep that in mind. If you need to look up words, look them up. This will expand your vocabulary a bit, and the syntax, the way the words are ordered, is also slightly different than the way we speak now. So you'll have to really work on decoding some of the sentences and paragraphs to understand the point that he's trying to make. If you put in some work with this, you will get a lot out of it, and you will start to see some similarities and differences in the way that he approaches change in his society as compared to King and the things that he's doing in his society. So I think King will be sort of the simple reading for you this week, and you can really analyze that one well. And then the Swift reading will be a little more challenging, but hopefully with my tips you can read it well. If you have questions or just want to talk about the reading, let me know. Have a good week.